Hi there everyone, Paul here at the Toon Review. Thank you very much for tuning into this episode. The first one I've done in, over a year now. Little bit of background information as to why that was. I was getting a lot of online abuse from various places. I'm not going to go into it too much, and I just thought, it's not worth it. It just really isn't. Even though I thoroughly enjoyed it, I got 80 odd subscribers very, very quickly. But I decided enough was enough. I didn't want to basically listen to them anymore. But over the course of time, I've seen more and more Newcastle fans getting on YouTube, getting their opinions out there. And I thought, yeah, why not bring it back? Sod it. Keyboard warriors don't mean anything to me anymore. Just water off a duck's back. So if you don't agree with my opinions, that's fair enough. But put them in a decent way, not like abuse. The whole thing about football is for opinions, and people need to get their opinions across to each other all the time. Whether you agree or you disagree, have conversations about it. Why throw abuse? It's pathetic, just like it is on Twitter. However, that's the reason, and I decided to come back and start it all again. So thank you to all the subscribers that have stuck with me for the last year, when I haven't even brought a video out and they're still there. And hopefully I'll gain a few new ones as videos come out in the future, which I plan on doing. This video is just basically to talk about the season gone by, where we stand as a club at the minute. We're in limbo, aren't we? We just complete limbo. The takeover talk's gone on now for 16, 17 weeks now. We still haven't had a decision. I just tweeted out today a retweet from Steve Wraith, who is friendly and me as the MP. I got a letter back from Richard Masters, which was the usual drivel. Didn't really give anything away, and no timescale again, just said soon. But in the Premier League's aspect of soon, that could be another 4 or 5 months down the line. Now, with the transfer window opening now, we as a club are going to lose out. It's clear we're going to lose out because, the players aren't going to hang around waiting for takeover decisions. They need their future sorting, and also, we need to know what kind of budget we're going to have, what type of players we're going to go for. At the minute, it looks like Ashley's said 35 million to Steve Bruce if the takeover isn't happening. And then the usual stuff, make money off players you sell. We're not going to get that much money for players that we sell. Definitely not. I mean, if we sold Muto, what's he worth? Not very much. You've got the likes of Atsu, who's hardly played. He's not going to really generate much money. There's a few others I could name, which I'll go into when I do the player reviews over the season in the next few videos. But, for me, being in lockdown and then, just going onto Twitter every day looking for a decision, and there's just nothing. So many of these media outlets coming out with stories of saying it's off, it's stalled, it's this, it's that. How do they know? Somebody needs to tell me that, because I don't understand how they know, yet whenever the Premier League speak about it, it's all confidential. Nobody's allowed to know anything, which is how it should be. Only the buyers and sellers really need to know where they stand. So these media outlets, Luke Edwards, for instance, Delaney, who is just a farce, to be honest. Sometimes when I'm reading what he put, he's very, very quiet these days. But they keep putting stuff on Twitter, and you think, why? It's just stupid articles, clickbaiting all the time to try and get the Newcastle fans riled up. Just like Richard Keys over in Qatar. All he wants to do is wind the Newcastle fans up. Twice now he said that he knows when it's going to be accepted, and twice nothing happened. So it's clear what their agendas are. And us fans, we're just stuck in limbo. We're just left, as usual, just to get on with things and wonder what's going to happen next season. Do we renew season tickets? Do we not renew season tickets? Are people going to boycott and stay away from the ground if Ashley stays? Because I know quite a few who are going to. Me, for one, I haven't been back for a couple of years. I love the club. I love Newcastle United since I was a little boy in the Gallagher end with my dad. And it kills me not going. It kills me not going to the match. But sometimes you can't justify the money. I have 3 children. I have a long-term illness, which a lot of you know about. So sometimes it's difficult for me to go to the games anyway. However, on the flip side of that, I would love to be back in that ground. Love to be back where I used to sit with all my mates, because it was a getaway. It was a getaway from everything. You used to go to football, and it used to be a release, just a bit of time out from everything and just concentrate on the football, even if it was shit, basically. But you used to love it. And I would love the day that I get another season ticket and get back in that ground. Whether I do this season, I don't know, because nobody knows what's going on, do they? With all the COVID stuff, with all the takeover stuff, we just don't know. So over the course of the season, the football's been bland. You know, there has been some good performances. Let's not, take anything away from some of the results we've had. They've been really good. But on the flip side, some of the performances, we've been lucky. Let's face it, Dubravka's been brilliant. Yeah, he's made a couple of mistakes, but some of the saves he's made have kept us in the games. And if it wasn't for him, grabbing us a point here and there, or grabbing us 3 points here and there, we'd be in deep shit at the bottom of the league. There's no doubt about that. However, we finished 13th, a point less than what we got last year. And me personally, I was pleased that we didn't beat Rafa's target, because all the media were just itching for, you could see it. As soon as Bruce beat the points total, that's all they would talk about. How magnificent he's been. And, Charlie Nicholas put out his ratings yesterday, which, it's been all over Twitter. I've put it out there as well, that he said he's been phenomenal and that we play decent attacking football. Newcastle, decent attacking football. Take away the 2 games where we scored 7 goals, 31 goals in 36 matches, and we played decent attacking football. I don't know what these pundits watch. Merson backing up to the hilt again, as he usually does. These pundits don't have a clue about Newcastle United. Have they been at every game this season? No, they damn well haven't. So how can they turn around and say that the football he's played is fine and things like that? But if Rafa did it, he got slated for it. So you can't have it both ways. And the way the media talk is just pathetic. But, I'm not going to give them any more time anyway. So, yeah, there's been some decent results, some poor results. Quite frankly, just a bland season. It was bland before the lockdown anyway. It's, we played them 2 matches and then we didn't win the last 6 games. Some of the decisions, tactics, substitutions, just completely bonkers. And I couldn't understand them. And watching other videos and listening to everybody on Twitter, neither could they. Don't understand why certain players come off, certain players come on, why he persisted with Joe Linton for so long. It's just baffling. So for me, I'm glad the season's over. It starts again very soon, obviously. And that's where my worry comes. Like I've already said, transfer market's open. Players aren't going to sit around waiting for a takeover. They want to go to the clubs. They want the futures dealt with. So other teams that are going to come in for these players, if the new owners are looking at them, are going to go elsewhere. And that is a real disaster for us, because if we keep the same squad that we've got, we're in big trouble next season. And everybody knows that. But I'd love the chance to just be up there. I'd love to see a team that wants to win. I'm not saying the players go out there and they don't want to win. What I mean is the club's ambition has been nothing under Ashley. I just want a football team that I can go to and watch and then believe that we actually want to do something. Believe that we actually want to, win a cup or get as high in the league as we can. Because at the minute, all we want to do is just sit back, just avoid relegation. That's good enough. As Steve Bruce put it, to be up there with the Southamptons of this world is fantastic. No, it's not. It's bollocks. We need to be up there, back where we belong, challenging for European places at least. And that's why this club needs the takeover. Because if we don't, we're screwed. We know we are. And that's a real shame, because it's a fantastic club, as we know. That's why we support it since we've been very, very little. But a lot of people only know the Ashley era, and that's what the problem is. They don't remember the great days we used to have under Keegan. All they've known is absolute tripe on the pitch and tripe off the pitch. So hopefully we'll get an answer. Maybe it's this week, maybe it's next week. But as Richard Masters likes to put it, soon. But that's all we can hope for, soon, on a decision. For me, I just hope it goes through. I've got fingers crossed that, everything's just, there's a couple more little things need ironing out, and then away we go. I just have this thing in the back of my mind that if it was going to be rejected, it would have been rejected months ago. there's something obviously that's delaying it. They just need to iron out, and then away we go. That's what I'm praying anyway, but it may not happen. It might. And hopefully the whole club gets a new structure, gets ambition, new manager, big name players who actually want to win things, and just gives the city a lift. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say for now, because obviously, like I say, I'm just bringing this channel back. If you're new to the channel, do subscribe. Obviously, like the video as well. I will be bringing regular videos out now because I've got the equipment here now to do it. And like I say, I've also just thought, sod the keyboard warriors, this water off a duck's back to me now, like everybody else is saying. And I will be bringing, like I say, regular videos out. So the next one's going to be sort of discussing the players over the course of the season, who we should try and keep, who we should let go, and who really haven't fulfilled. And I think we know one name that will probably come up in that video quite regularly. So thank you for watching. Do subscribe, as I say, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.
Get strong. Get strong.